And now for our feature presentation.
Mike, 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 Mike. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway Podcast. Greetings and salutations to you all. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway Podcast, where the situations matter more than the relationships. Perspectives will be respected by everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And if this is your first time tapping in, don't be easily threatened or angered, because much like you, every giant here first started off as a perfect stranger. Greetings and salutations, little background noise. Greetings and salutations to you all. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway Podcast. Feels good to be here. We got some things to discuss, some things to talk about. Shout out to the YouTube viewership. Shout out to Alexis. Shout out to Tarika. Shout out to everybody in the background. You. Shout out to the Facebook viewership. Tap in with us. Shout out to everybody with me on stage tonight. I got Clubhouse joint with me. I got Instagram. Big body Instagram in here with us tonight. You heard? We came to shake it up a little bit, make it panic a little bit. We gonna have a good time, good energy, big vibes, and I'm excited about the energy tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Per usual, we like to jump in our bag and talk about roll call first. What roll call looks and sound like is, first off, I had a splendid weekend. Let me get that out the way. I pulled up with my What New York Sound Like gang. We pulled up, celebrated Allison's birthday. There's a queen in the room. Allison, birthday. There's a queen in the room. Round of applause for Allison. Allison, you're the only person that's allowed to talk right now. Allison, how was your weekend, queen?
My weekend was absolutely fabulous.
Wake that up.
I'm still recovering. I'm out the way, but I'm having a really good time with family and friends and others.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, I had an amazing weekend, good vibes, and then it was so good. You know when you order food and it's so good, you want to have it again, you want to taste it again. Then I double back at the block party. Shout out to Benny Benoit. And we was outside in Brooklyn at Tama, man. Tama was dope, man. It was a good vibe, and I'm. Hey, Jarvis, if you listening, if Jarvis isn't listening, somebody relayed a message. I think we are Uptown niggas are the new king of Brooklyn. Respectfully, disrespectfully, let that sit where it may. And I want to get into the talk and the discussion tonight, and part of that is gonna sound like roll call. We're gonna have a discussion to this evening about Meg Thee Stallion, BET Awards. Any commentary you guys feel free to lend to the platform. Shout out to Keisha Lolo, Callie in the room, Callie in the building. I need everybody in the room that's listening to me, hit that like button on that link that's pinned up to the top on Clubhouse. Go up to that top, hit that link, and hit that like button, please, and thank you in advance. BET 2022, Diddy, he received his hat, he received his crown, he received his gifts, he received his flowers. And how did you guys feel about it? Taking commentary. I'm not taking everybody, but I'm taking just a few of you guys. Commentary on the BET Awards 2022. Puff, any highlights that you guys liked or enjoyed? Tap in with us. Anybody could come off mic.
I enjoyed it. I saw some of it. I didn't see everything, but from what I saw, it was a really, really good tribute to him. He's done a lot for the industry. We sometimes forget how important he was to what you call the shiny suit era. The 90s, right? So the 90s and the 2000s, like, he bodied it for real. So he was very important, whether he was performing or producing or doing his own thing. He really was important during that time. So he deserved all the flowers.
I was sobbing when they had when he started playing I'll Be Missing You and Kim he repurposed it. I was a mess. I was crying. It was just heartbreaking. I know he's going through a lot with that, so I appreciate that he was given his flowers and I really liked the whole set. But the I'll Be Missing You, whew,
Yeah, that was heavy.
when that I was bawling. I was crying out loud, man.
Shout out to Puff for the money that he gave to the
Wake
HBCUs.
that up.
I love that. Like, hey, that's my man. The money that he gave to Deion Sanders. I mean, like, Puff is a legend, and I respect everything that he's done.
Yeah, I like that. I appreciate that, Ashley. Appreciate that, Ashley. Shout out to you. We got Nels, Nels in here. We got the whole gang. We got Keisha Lolo checking in from Cali. She says she missed the BET Awards. Keisha, you in Cali? How you missed the BET Awards? We tapped in all the way on the East Coast, and you right there. I get it though. I get it. You'll see it when you get a chance. Shout out to Trey. Trey said, "Happy birthday, Allison." We also on Facebook. Make sure you tap in on Facebook. If Facebook is your platform of choice, Broadway, facebook.com/Broadway the Giant, /Broadway the Giant. Make sure you tap in. We having a conversation, and we talking about BET Awards, man. Meg Thee Stallion. Feel free to get back to it when you choose to. About the BET Awards. Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion's getting a lot of heat because she was twerking and getting crazy, and so it seems she had a plan B in the background. What's that about? Hello? Anybody seen that? Meg out here twerking, looking crazy with the joint and the plan B in the background. Y'all don't think that was set up like that? Y'all think it was set up like that?
I definitely saw it, and I kind of feel like it was it. People are saying that she was, you was used she was using it, or she would have used it, but I think that it was just really fine. I think that it was basically like, go download my single Plan B. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm twerking, it's right
That's
there in the
old
back,
though.
so it's subliminal advertising.
That was
It
old.
doesn't matter,
Okay.
but listen, money is money. You gotta sometimes you gotta remind people of your old shit.
Wake that up. Hello?
That's hot. Hot Girl Summer 22.
There ain't no more hot girl summer
You know what
after
I'm
this shit that I'm
saying?
gonna get into
You gotta
tonight.
spin a block.
Ain't no
You gotta
more hot
spin the
girl
block
summer.
and get that money.
No more hot girl summer after this shit. Listen, man, I'm calling cap on all hot girl summer. Carisha was out front row with her sign up saying go Poppy, and Diddy did not claim her and thank her at all. Hello?
Yeah, wake that part up.
It be the city girls, I'm telling you, it be the city girls that be capping. They be out here talking about hot girl summer, city girls, we outside acting bad all summer. Yeah, this summer, we got our Hoochie Daddy shorts on, kings. Y'all hear me? We pulling them out. Shout out to the Hoochie Summer Daddies, respectfully, pause, and we outside with it. I don't want to hear nothing, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hot Boys up one. The girls outside acting fake bad. They all in relationships. None of them, they all in situationships. They don't know if they coming or going because Carisha's in a whole situationship. Shout out to Diddy doing what he was supposed to do and didn't thank her on stage. The fuck?
So, while you are pulling out your Hoochie Daddy shorts, I hope your
Yes.
pullout game is strong, because they did reverse
What?
or overturn Roe versus Wade.
Oh, wait, no. Wait. Somebody mute her mic. Somebody, you know what? We shooting people. Your birthday was this weekend. It's not the day. Hello? We gonna shoot your ass. Listen, they did reverse Roe versus Wade though, and we actually did that on. We actually covered that on Broadway the Giant on YouTube. So tap in with it, check it out. The content is there, it's live and it's vibrant. Make sure you tap in with it. Any thoughts on the Roe versus Wade reversal, Allison? Giants, tap in.
It's too much to go into. You did a really good job. They can definitely revisit that and tap into the conversation, because there's a lot to be said and a lot to be discussed. I never thought that this would happen in my lifetime,
Yeah.
but again, we need to really be careful with that, because these are situations that are happening in real time and we cannot come back from it.
Right.
So that's just that.
Very true. Very, very, very true. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I didn't cover it well. We covered it well because the Giants on YouTube, the Giants on Clubhouse, as well as Facebook, y'all stood on my shoulders and allowed me to stand on yards, and I was able to see something that I never saw. So I appreciate you guys for that, first and foremost. All right, guys, I appreciate that. I know what you guys came here for, so we're going to talk about it. What up, though, situational? Pull up. We about to have this whole conversation and get into the meat and potatoes because I know what y'all want to talk about. The topic that's at hand. All right, cool. Let's do it. You heard? Live on Broadway podcast. Y'all know the vibe. Live on Broadway podcast. Make sure y'all get in tune and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also get into my gram while you there. I am_Broadway and Live on Broadway podcast.
I know y'all love Live on Broadway podcast, but stay tuned, sis. We about to get into the next segment. How he say that shit?
Clear. Yes, I know what you guys want to talk about. I appreciate you guys weighing in and being patient with us on these topics, and because we got to get through roll call, current events, and just, sprinkle a little bit of salt, babe, on them. You hear me? So, yeah, we here this evening, and we're going to discuss a few things. I'm going to play a few things as well, right? And an effort of me playing these things, I want you guys to tap in with me and give me how you guys feel in regards to what's happening. What's happening? We're going to talk about this topic at here. Is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? Is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to play something, and what I'm going to play is first. If you guys want to see it, hit that link up top and you'll be able to see and enjoy the conversation on YouTube. But more importantly, I'm going to play it. And I want you guys to tap in and tell me how you feel by way of it. This is Jay-Z speaking on what marriage is to him because, and then I'm going to play Beyonce doing the same. You heard? Live on Broadway podcast. Instagram, if you want to see it, go to the link that's in my bio. Broadway the Giant, and I'm going to play it. All right? Here we go. Bear with me for a moment.
The other freedom I see in the album is just a freedom for couples.
Hold on. Bear with me now. Here we go. There we go. Here we go.
Who have gone through something.
Yeah.
The other freedom I see in the album is just a freedom for couples who have gone through something.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's almost a cliche, the celebrity couple, they get together, they break up, I'm like, well, who else are they going to go out with? But for some reason, you took an unprecedented stand to fight for this marriage. Mm-hmm. I mean, to fight for it and to put it all out there. What is it about this marriage that's so special that you would fight this hard to save it?
Well, it's my soulmate. It's the person I love, and you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're going to have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle. for black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah. What advice would you have for men who have caused pain in marriages? I mean, it's easy. I mean, somebody like you. I mean,
you know, in our case,
that's a level of strength really on both sides. I mean, if the shoe had been on the other foot, you know, if the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you?
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way. I pray that I will, because her strength and her, you know, man, is the strongest woman I know. Like her and my mother, they battling for number one.
Beautiful, beautiful. I just want to say to you, you are blazing a trail, you know, for a lot of us to follow. But you know, financially, culturally, you know, the idea of confession could save so much pain and suffering in politics and every place else. I honor you. You know, one of the guys said, you know, just make sure to ask him before he leaves, you know, is he in the Illuminati? And I said, no, I'm not going to ask that.
I'm in the new Illuminati.
Let's give it up for Sean J.G.
That was an interview. That was an interview by way of it was an old interview, but yet and still it was something that was prevalent, I feel now. And this is Beyonce on marriage.
How did you find time to get married?
Hold on. First off, you know she don't do too many interviews, so this is from 2008. Y'all gotta bear with me. It's old, but she's married, okay? Beyonce don't do too many interviews. Jesus, Mary.
How did you find time to get married?
You know, it's difficult because I had to really learn how to have boundaries and how to have balance. I'm sorry.
That's both. You need both.
I need boundaries and balance. And it was great because it's something that I never have really talked about. And I still feel like it was difficult because and it still is because I'm so excited about it. But it's important that I keep things that are pure and real in perspective, and I keep it separate from my performance life.
But do you like being a wife? Do you like being a wife as opposed to a girlfriend?
I like definitely.
And I'm just asking you this because, you know, I never married. I chose not to marry. But I always love it sometimes when guys will say, you know, that's my wife, or my wife called, or I got to get this for my wife. You know, just when you hear the word wife, and if you know that he's talking about you, do you like that? Do you go, Yeah.
It feels great, but I can say to make sure you have your own life before you're someone else's wife. And I mean that.
Yes. Hi, YouTubers. I'm excited.
All right, Oprah, you dragging it, Oprah. Oprah, you dragging it. Oprah, you dragging it. Let's get back to the current topic at hand. Live on Broadway podcast. Let's talk about it, Giants. Is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? Tap in with me. Let me know how you guys are feeling, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Live on Broadway podcast. How you guys are feeling? I see them weighing down in the comments. Shout out to Precious. I see Precious in here. Precious said, wow, real good footage. Alexis is tapping in. She said the word wife holds weight for sure. Wake that up. Hello? We having a conversation, man. Let's talk about it. I want to see you guys in the comments. Hit that like button on YouTube. Please tap in. D, tap in with me, King. Is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? Wake that up.
He's on the phone.
Oh, all right, cool. So tap in, Allie. We're going to move it around. We got Brittany in here. We got Lala. We got a lot of you guys. Ari, tap in. Lala, what is it? Is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? Hello?
Nothing is worth losing yourself, but, you know, that's a different issue. Nothing. No one, not even your kids. Like, nothing is worth losing yourself. I don't even know the conversation. I'm just walking in, and I could definitely tell you that.
Okay.
Not a job, not a relationship, not your kids. Because how are you going to move forward with anybody else if you're not good within yourself? That doesn't even make sense.
Oh, this gonna get good. I promise you this gonna get good. Cause I got some things to say, and tonight is the night that we say them. Tap in with me. Ari, have you ever been married before, Queen? Hello? She has something to say. Ask the question. Cat got a tongue. Allison, is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? Precious, is the cost of Alexis, is the cost of Lolo, Tracy, is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself?
No, it isn't.
Give me more.
At the end of the day, all you have is you. So you have to make sure that you're good, whether you are married or single or even in a relationship. Because at the end of the day, if and when that person decides to leave, or if things happen and you decide to remove yourself from the situation, then you are going to be stuck. So therefore, you need to be confident and know exactly who you are and be an entity outside of that person so that you're not dependent upon them for any type of validation.
YouTube, if you want to tap in, go to my Instagram. I will bring you up here tonight. Broadway, _Broadway the Giant. I got some things to say because they sadly mistaken. Respectfully, disrespectfully, I'm here for the shits. I believe that, yes, it is worth losing yourself if you are getting married. And here's the reason why. You spent your whole entire life, since you guys are walking on eggshells, I'll oblige. It's worth losing yourself, ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of marriage, for the sake of your kids. You lived your life, right? We're not talking about traditionally, right? We're not talking about what's going on with Instagram. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me 1 second. All right. Whatever, it's gonna come back up. Yes, it is worth losing yourself. Why? Because respectfully, children aren't supposed to have children, right? Adults are supposed to have children, right? Traditionally, right? Let's wake that up. What's supposed to happen and what happens is two different things, right? You're supposed to live your life and then we're supposed to live our lives and then give and pass on the experience of the lives that we live on to our children. The same thing applies to our husbands and our wives. We're supposed to live our life. I'm coming to these YouTube comments in a second. We're supposed to live our life and tap in with our significant other. Because here's the thing. After a certain point of living our life and going to the next level, you're not supposed to be living for yourself. You're supposed to be living for your significant other, right? Like, let me put it down and make it black and white, make it plain. If I live my life, my 41 years, my 40 plus years on this earth, I'm here. I've already arrived. I'm here. So now it's my job as a man to cohabitate. My life I did things my way by myself. That was my way by myself. Some things that we do by ourselves don't work in the space of a relationship. So now we got to cohabitate, right? We're not talking about being singular. We're talking about being plural, being two, right? Hence the reason why things cost less when it's two, right? Like things are less when it's two because you got two incomes traditionally, or you could be in two places at one time. I highly believe that it is worth. Look, Tracy said in the comments, if you lose yourself and turn into a butterfly due to marriage, then yes, it's worth it. Wake that up. I highly believe that yes, it is worth it to lose yourself. But see, I believe that a lot of us come into situations and we don't be afraid. We're so gun-ho on, you ever heard that phrase if you're an entrepreneur, you can't be in two places at one time. Sometimes you got to let go of the tree and take a leap of faith into your business or whatever it is that you're in. And the people that try to be and coexist in two spaces at one time, they never give one thing 100%, so they never see 100% of the results. Yeah, this is what I'm referring to. People a lot of times, in my opinion, be so heavy and strong bent on being in a relationship and being themselves that they never give anything 100% because they're trying to be in two places at one time. Now, you got to trust in yourself, I believe, and trust the person that you're with to say that I chose right and that they aren't going to take. Now, of course, this don't come by way of just choosing to be with anyone, right? This is by taking your time, doing the homework, making sure that they have your best interests at hand. Otherwise, if you're just going and moving in the space of giving and losing yourself with anybody, then you're the fool. I'm going to digress. I want to read some of these comments. I'm going to throw it to Clubhouse for a moment while I get the wind beneath my feet. Tap in with me, how you guys are feeling. And I want to get commentary by way of people that's been married and that may be still married. Not people that got married and divorced, because that just sounds like a whole shit show that's about to happen. Tap in with me, Live on Broadway podcast, Clubhouse, what you got?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. However, there's a difference between sacrificing for and with. There's, cohabitate, you're with your husband, you're with your wife. I'm not losing myself for, because that means I'm doing something for them. And by doing something for my spouse, that means that I'm giving up myself, and I'm not doing that. It's supposed to be a union. And if you're doing something for somebody, you're not working as a union. You're basically sacrificing yourself. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not losing myself for my spouse.
Say it again.
We have to work
Say it
together.
again. Say it again.
It again.
Say it again. I'm going to pull out my belt. I need a belt. Hello, belt to the stage.
I'm not losing myself for my husband. I am going to work with my husband. We should be evenly and equally yoked in order for this shit to work.
Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Have you been, are you married now?
I am not.
All right. Somebody, all right, just mute her mic. Just mute her mic, please, because that sounds like a shit show. Respectfully, tap in with me, Alexis. I got Alexis here. She was on YouTube. Now she here in the person, in the flesh. What up, though, Queen? How you feeling? How you feel? Round of applause.
Hey, love. How are you?
I'm well, blessed and highly favored. I love the natural hair. I love it. I just wish that the people could see you a little more, but I'm here. I'll take what I can get.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. There you go.
My head. I got Corona right now, so my voice sounds ugly, but
nah, you sound amazing.
Thank you. I did want to come and just give my opinion. So, like I stated in the YouTube comments, I do think it's worth it in a way, because what people fail to realize is that when you marry, it's way past just the wedding. So
wake it up! Please tell me. Listen, stop playing with him. I'm telling you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited.
Because the thing is, like even with me being engaged twice, so you have to realize that people do mess up. People make mistakes. Everyone was raised differently, and then people just you have to teach people how to treat you as well. Like I don't like the notion what people say all the time. Like I'm not gonna teach a grown man how to treat me, but you just have to understand that everyone was raised differently, and he could be treating you, to the best of his ability, but that could be off another woman's standards. But you just never know. Woo! And the thing is, like, you just have to be willing to learn. Like, I have no problem teaching someone how to treat me, because everyone is different. And the thing is, like, marriage and relationship, it's about forgiving and getting past obstacles. And the thing is, if you never lose yourself, you're never going to grow. So if you're going through it, like, I just want to avoid pain and hurt at all costs, and you're never going to know, how to really be someone's partner, because that just comes with it. You're going to get hurt. You're going to be betrayed, and you just have to learn how to get past it. And that's what causes the best. That's what creates the best marriage.
Well, Alexis, pardon me. Allow me to cut your wisdom for 1 second, Queen, because you did wake up and say that two people are coming from two different sets and walks of life, right? That means that you got this person here. They're individual. There's nothing wrong with that. I accept you. You got here by way of being that. I accept that, right? And then I come along, I'm an individual, accept me for being such, right? Now, when you get two people that come together, because Precious said, hold on, let me wake that up. What Precious said? Where's Precious' comment? Because she was talking in the comments and she has something to say, and there it go. Let me pin that up there. Precious said, Precious said, marriage is a beautiful union, but 1 + 1 = 1 if you walk away and you're still one. Wake that up. Thank you for that, Precious.
I like that.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. A lot of times, I believe that in relationships, we try to be in two places at one time. Hence the reason why they fail, right? We're so heavily bent on not trusting ourselves, because that's really what it is. If you want me to wake it up, we're not trusting ourselves and that we're picking the right people. We're not trusting ourselves. We're just moving and saying, I'm trusting you, but I'm not trusting me that I've made the right decision. And I think that's where the error lies. Give me 1 second, Queen. Let me tap in with Clubhouse. Clubhouse, tap in with me. What you got? Stay with me up there, Alexis.
Okay.
Tap in with me. Clubhouse, what you got? Nobody got nothing? Sammy?
No, because I'm divorced, so I'm not bitter though.
No, that's fine. But you in your marriage, right? You can lend value here. In your marriage, were you stuck on being you as an individual, or were you trying to grow together? And maybe he wasn't trying to grow together. Maybe, and that's the thing, right? Sometimes people be so heavily bent on you coming to a space of trying to cohabitate, and they're trying to just be themselves and just be one and just be an individual. You can't cohabitate with an individual. It'll never work. How do you feel about that, Sammy?
I think that's true in some standpoint. I think when it comes down to the beginning of it, then yeah, both of you guys are working towards something. So it's either somebody's going into their career first, entry level, somebody is transitioning out of school. So somebody does have to take a step back. Yeah. But I feel like you don't have to lose yourself in the marriage. I feel like you can still do the things that you like to do, whether your partner enjoys them also or not. Mm-hmm. But I think I agree with Beyonce, though. You have to have your own identity before you become somebody's wife. If you just straight off the bat become somebody's wife, you do lose your identity. And everything is about him. And I've seen it throughout family and everything like that. Like, you marry young and you don't have your own identity as a woman. You get pregnant. Now you're his wife. So what happened to all your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations that you were trying to fulfill? So please become somebody who's whole, who loves what they do, maybe travel a little bit. Yeah. Because I think when you do become a union, you kind of do lose yourself. Yeah.
I agree with that. You got to be whole. You got to give yourself the best opportunity of being whole as possible. Thank you for that, Sammy. You got to give yourself the best opportunity of being whole, and in order to cohabitate. Somebody mic is open. Tasha, tap in with me, Queen. Or is that Lala?
I was trying to say something.
Go for it, Lala, and then we'll go to you, Tasha.
What I was going to say is, I think that when it comes to marriage, right, you come in as two individual people. But in order for a marriage to be successful, some parts of you have to die in order to compromise, in order to make the situation work, right?
Don't say nothing. Nope. We not. You know how we do this on LOBP. When you say something and then drop a bomb like that, just please relax and pace yourself. Say it again. One more time.
I said that when it comes to marriage, you come in as two individual people, right? But in order for the marriage to be successful, there are some parts of you and the other person that have to die in order for it to work. You can still be an individual within a marriage as long as you all accept one another for everything that you are, good, bad, or indifferent.
Indifferent.
And the parts of you that have died, in order to make your relationship or your marriage to work, those are things that you can build with each other or make your own story, instead of it just being, oh, it's my way all the time, it's your way all the time. That's where compromise comes.
Well, Lala, let me get your POV. Precious said, the real Precious on YouTube, shout out to Precious. Precious said, communication is key so you don't lose yourself. How would you respond to that?
So not everybody is a communicator. You could communicate without words. Like 80% of communication is nonverbal, right? So um in some aspects I agree with that, but then in other aspects, like I said, you have to, if you're going to marry somebody and you already know going into the marriage that that person is not the strongest communicator, that's what I'm saying. It's like, where I'm weak, that other person needs to be strong. And
Okay.
where they're weak, I need to be strong, right?
Sure.
So those are things that you can build together in order to cultivate the communication that both of you all need. That's what I say to that.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some pushback on that a little bit, because I feel like regardless of whom or what, communication is very important. And if I don't know what you're thinking, because I'm not a mind reader, I have to know what you're thinking. The only way I can really know that without assuming and making an ass out of myself is by the words that come out of your mouth. Right now, I may know and understand in certain regards that, well, simply put, you probably aren't the best at communicating, but that don't mean, if you know that I need you to communicate, then that's what you should be offering, right? Like, it's almost like to say, if you know somebody needs water, without water, they're gonna die. Why wouldn't you oblige and give them water, right? I'm coming to these Facebook comments as well. I see a lot of stuff going on right now. Alexis, she wrote, it was a little earlier, but she wrote, I'm gonna say yes in a way to the question. She said, because no marriage is going to be sweet and simple. People fail to realize that marriage is more than just the wedding. Wake that up. She said, it's about forgiving, it's about growing, and it's about understanding. Tracy said, if you lose yourself and turn into a brother. All right, cool. I read that already. Let me see what some of these Facebook comments is saying. Action. Show me that you are here for all these changes and work together. We don't have to sit and say every day, I'm going to change. Listen, I'm here for that. I'm here for this. Sammy is right. Look, they're agreeing with you, Sammy. On Facebook, tap in. Broadway the Giant on Facebook, facebook.com/Broadway the Giant. They tapping in. I want to get it from you guys in the comments on YouTube. YouTube, tap in with me. Y'all my favorite part to this. Of course, Sammy, Alexis, how you feel about the commentary thus far, Queen?
I think people are making really good points. I think that when people are realizing that you just cannot be selfish coming into a two-person thing, then you're definitely getting somewhere. But I think overall, people have to understand that you need more than just love, because you can love someone all day, but love is clearly not enough. But you do have to have commitment. I think the commitment is what takes the marriage far. Just off of like my parents, for example, like, of course, yeah, it was a lot of hurt, in their marriage. Unfortunately, I know, because, in our communities, they don't know how to just keep kids in the kids' place. But
wake that up.
Yeah, but it's just that you just have to have the commitment. I've seen parents hurt each other back to back, but it's like, that's what I'm saying. Love isn't enough. You have to be committed to that person. You have to be committed to fixing it. If you do mess up, fix it, acknowledge it, and actually change. You have to be. It's just the overall commitment. Like, I can love the person I'm with, as much as I can until I'm blue in the face. But if I'm not committed to them, then it's not going to be enough.
Wake that up. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Sure.
You see, the thing is, Giants on Instagram. If you want to be brought up, hit the button. I'm bringing you up. We're going to have a conversation. We screaming live on YouTube. Giants on YouTube. I need you guys to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. We hit that live chat so I can read you guys' comments. And if you want to be brought up too on Instagram, go to @IM_Broadway the Giant. I'm bringing you up on Instagram right now as we speak. You know, if it's one thing, as we conclude this topic, though, if it's one thing, because the next topic is just as powerful and poignant as this one, you may want to stay in here for that. If it's one thing for certain and two things for sure, I know that communication, commitment. I like that you said that, Alexis. Commitment is important. Commitment is very important because if you're not committed to it, then you're subjected to just get blown away in the wind. Shout out to Gina. I see Butterfly in here on Instagram. I see Mr. We got Dope Boy Don in here. Shout out to Queen Mani. Shout out to Queen Mani. I see you guys tapping in on Instagram. Shout out to you guys. Let me read these comments one time before we wrap up this topic, and we're going to move on to the next. Tracy said, I love to hear from someone who is married and things ended due to not being on the same page. Wake that up. I like that. As well as someone who is currently married, how do they deal with being one? How do they deal with being one? Anybody in here that's married? Instagram, Clubhouse, Facebook, YouTube, we got them all up, okay? It's easy to find us. We outside. Is there anybody that's married, currently married, or recently came out of a marriage? All right, cool. Listen, we're going to wrap up this segment. YouTube, hit the like button, tap in, Live on Broadway podcast. We're going to talk about this next topic, and I think you're going to love it. And I'm being modest with me thinking, too. You heard?
Broadway podcast, but stay tuned, sis. We about to get into the next segment. How he say that shit?
Clear. Live on Broadway podcast, we talking about a thing or two, and I think you guys will enjoy it. The topic of discussion on YouTube right now is this, Giants. Are you the prize or are you the penalty? Let's wake that up. Are you the prize or are you the penalty? Lala, YouTube, Lexus, tell me, are you the prize queen or are you the penalty?
In regards to what?
In a relationship. We are a relationship-based podcast. What do you mean? No. Are you the prize or are you the penalty?
I think I can be both.
You think you could be both?
To be honest.
You think you could be... All right, so tell me, give me some examples of what makes you the penalty in certain regards.
I know that in past situations, I have brought old traumas into new situations, and it was detrimental to everybody involved.
I appreciate that candor. Tap in with me. Tell me more.
It's the truth.
How have you been the prize? Or are you the prize? Because you the shit. I ain't doing this. What up, truth be told?
No, I mean, seriously, just my personality, just me as a person. I'm just try to be as real as I possibly can. I'm not perfect, but, I'm loyal. Sometimes loyal to a fault, but I'm definitely like a good person, and I would say other people have said it, so it must be true.
That you're the prize. I get it. So here's the thing, right? All right, I got you. So here's the thing, right? Are you the prize or are you the penalty? I'm gonna play something, right? And I want you guys to tap in and let me know how you feel. You gonna see it? Alexis, either I don't know if you're watching on YouTube as well, so you'll be able to hear it. But this Instagram is going to pause for a moment because I'm going to go play the clip that I want everybody to hear far and near, and I'm going to come right back. So if you see the Instagram pause, don't worry about it. I'll be right back. It happens when I leave the screen. Okay? What up, though? Collector's Choice. Stay with me, King. Go to my YouTube, Broadway the Giant. We having a conversation. Right now, we are matured to, are you the prize or are you the penalty? Oh, my God. We going to get into this. Tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast. Go to my YouTube, Broadway the Giant, and you're going to see the conversation so you can hear what we talking about. Check it out.
Y'all want to be the prize so badly when half of y'all can't even see your neck. Y'all are just so caught up on being the prize, being better than men when you don't even know what it is to be a woman. What value are you going to bring to this man's life? What makes you the prize other than the fact that you have a womb that you don't even know how to control? The prize is something that's rare, not easily attainable, and what everybody wants. Stop making these Sims fool you into thinking that you're the prize just because you have a womb. Sis, no. If you are a single mom, especially if you reproduce with a dusty, and if you cannot see your neck, you're not the prize. Get triggered if you must, but it still doesn't change the fact that in reality, you are not the prize.
Wow. Wow.
I resent that.
Wow. 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 Listen, man, we having a conversation and we talking about a thing or two. Are you the prize or are you the penalty? Alexis.
Yeah.
DWI, hold on, Alexis. DWI, are you the prize or are you the penalty, King?
I'm gonna say I'm the prize. I'm the prize because I think I'm more of I'm 80-20 positive and negative. So the chance of me being negative to somebody, it take me really far for me to go there. I think naturally I'm just a good person. And I think with the right person, I'd be a great person. And I think that's all that's missing in my ingredients is the right connection. I don't think I'm out here trying to be just running around. I think I'm just trying to find my comfort zone. So
Okay.
yeah, I would say the prize.
So you're the prize. Okay. So here's the thing, right? I believe that at some point in time, we are all the penalty. I believe that at some point in time, we are all the penalty. And what the penalty looks like is not being the right person. Hello? Is being toxic, is not listening to when people say, is not listening to when your significant other is no matter what they say, you just choose to go in the opposite direction. And let's just wake it up because I see what Tracy wrote. She said, nobody's going to say on YouTube, she said, nobody is going to say they're the penalty. Nobody. And I believe in that to an extent. But the Giants here, they know how to hold themselves accountable. YouTube know how to hold themselves accountable. Giants on YouTube. I need to know, are you the prize or are you the penalty? I feel like there's a large portion of you guys that might be the penalty right now. And that's okay because we need to be the penalty at some point to get to where we're going. Right. And for me, Broadway, I feel like I may be the penalty to my future self. Right. I feel like everything I came from. Yes, I was the penalty. Right now, I'm living in the present. So what's happening in the future, what's going to happen in the future, maybe I may reflect back to now and say and identify myself as being the penalty. But right now, to some extent, because I'm still working on myself, right? So the part of me that I'm still working on, I identify myself to be the penalty, right? You have to be able to and smart enough to say, the person that you are isn't the person. I have a saying that I like to say, right? And what that saying sounds like is everybody becomes someone else when you stop working on the person you want to be. Hope that don't go over your head. I say it enough on the pod. Everybody becomes someone else when they stop working on the person that they want to be. I mean, I think it's self-explanatory, right? I want to get it from you guys in the comments on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me give it to respectfully. Let me give it to let me see. Lala, how you feel, Queen?
I resent everything that woman said.
That woman. Oh God. Oh wow.
I don't know who she is, so I mean, I'm not trying to be. I mean, respectfully, like I don't know who this person is, but I didn't like what she said. I wasn't triggered by it because I could see my neck. But at the end of the day, you know, beauty fades. That's not what makes a relationship or a marriage, right? I'm getting this from Miss Prez. It's all about the commitment. It's all about, you know, love doesn't always last forever, but as long as you know that you care for somebody, I think that's more important, caring for somebody than actually loving for somebody. Respecting, you know, that you're being heard, you're hearing the other person. It's so many things that culminate into successful marriages that just go overlooked because of what we're fed every day when we go on these social media websites or we walk out into the world and, oh, shorty gotta have this, shorty gotta have a fat ass, shorty gotta have a this, have credit score. That's not commitment. That's not respect. That's not, you know, endearment. Like, what are we doing out here? Like, okay, I could see my neck, but that don't mean that I'm meant for somebody or somebody's meant for me. Like, what the fuck are we saying? Like,
Well,
that's
see,
crazy.
so here's the thing, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, what you're saying is right and exact. However, men, we're more often than not, we're very physical people. And yeah, all the being caring and concerned and knowing how to treat me, all that stuff comes into place secondary. It's not the most necessary in the beginning. And in order to get you a horse in a race, to get you a chance, first I have to be attracted to you. Right, so that's the part that she's highlighting, right? So hold on, hear me, right? There's a large portion of people out here that walk around and carry themselves, women, as the prize because they got a vajayjay. And the vajayjay doesn't make you the prize because I'm sure we all know some toxic, negative, self-loathing individuals out here. I'm just gonna say unstable creatures because I ain't gonna call them out their name. But there's some people out here that just don't get it, and they move with a certain. Here's the thing, right? And I say this all the time on the podcast. Who taught you how to love? The reason why I say that is because it's very important that the person that taught you how to love is more often the reason why you move the way that you move, the reason why you see things the way that you see them, the reason why you treat people the way that you treat them, because they taught you how to love. So are you the prize or are you the penalty is and subsequently based around who taught you how to love.
So I'm a rebuttal and move the goalpost, and then I'm a park, right?
Oh shit.
I understand everything that you're saying, and to a certain degree, it makes sense, right? But at the end of the day, you're not about to sit up here and tell me, and I'm just going verbatim off of what this young lady said.
Sure.
That because I'm overweight, not me, but I'm just speaking in generality, right? Because I'm overweight, that I'm not a prize, or just because I have a vagina, I'm not a prize. Like,
hold on, Queen. Right? There's women out here, and we know this to be a fact. They see y'all gonna get me in my bag tonight. There's women.
I wasn't done.
I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead, continue.
What I'm trying to say is there's somebody for everybody. So what Broadway might be attracted to might not be what Damien is attracted to. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Maybe Damien likes BBW type chicks and he liked the 3,000 rolls on the neck and 5 stomachs. Maybe he liked that. You don't like that. That's not your jam. Okay, cool. But you're not about to sit up here and say that somebody's not deserving of love because they're not what society deems as attractive. Attractiveness is individual. What I may think is attractive might not be attractive to Allison. It might not be attractive to Trillion. And that's okay. But what I like is what I like.
Sure,
I like
I hear that.
somebody that look like they need a meal. I like somebody that look like I haven't ate in 2 weeks. That's my type. Trillion might like somebody that, oh, they work out in the gym every day. I'm not that type of chick. I don't like muscles. That's me. We
So,
two different women.
all right. So you said you gonna move. What's up, Alexis?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just wanted to chime in on.
No, go for it. Go for it, Queen.
So, okay. So, let me answer the question first. I'm going to say that I'm the prize because every prize does come with a penalty. So let me explain. I'm just going to go off of what she said. So when you speak of some men may like, larger women, and that's fine. That could very well be the prize for that man. However, the penalty is going to come from that's still a liability because you're not healthy. So therefore, it's going to come with a lot of, let's say, for an example, shorter lifespan, diabetes, things that's going to be a liability. So yes, he may be really well attracted to this, overweight or large woman, and that could be his treasure. That could be the thing that he admires the most. But in the long run, we know that it's still unhealthy. So that's the penalty that's going to come with it, if that makes sense.
YouTube, tap in. I want to see you guys' comments. I want to see you guys hit that like button respectfully and thank you in advance. Are you the prize or are you the penalty? We're having that discussion. Are you the prize or are you the penalty? We got Trillion in here. We got Shantae. Trillion, I already know how this is going to go, but Trillion, are you the prize or are you the penalty?
Oh gosh, I'm here holding up the Go Poppy sign.
Oh shit! Not holding up the Go Poppy sign.
I'm definitely the prize. I don't feel like men are the prize.
You see, no.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm not even dating anymore. I don't want to talk or be touched.
Listen, let me say this, right? And that's AD, and that's the problem right there. What Trillion just said. That's the problem. It's not enough women out here, I believe, that identifies the man to be the prize. They think that they're the only prize and that they can move in a manner which suggests I can do no wrong because I'm the prize. Right? This ain't you, Trills, right? But I know there's a lot of women that have that mentality of thinking that they are the prize. And I'm not taking away from you being the prize, but guess what? In addition, you fucking guessed it. I'm the prize too. Wake that up. Because I deserve to be.
It's also self-explanatory why the man is the prize, because there's like 3 million more women on earth than men. So y'all are also the prize because y'all are.
Who's that talking? So who's that?
That is Alexis on Instagram Live with me.
All right, so I can block her. I'm kidding.
So here's the thing, right? Alexis just said that, well, there's more women in the world than men. So that what
But a lot of those men, Alexis, are gay. So.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh my God.
Don't do that. You see the toxicity coming out, right? It just eases out.
No, let me chime in.
Go for it, Alexis.
No, that's funny. That was funny because I'm not necessarily saying that I disagree. I know that we have to account for the men that are gay. We have to account for the men that are incarcerated.
Do we have to account for them?
But here's the thing, though. But the thing is, there's still enough. But it's just we can't just think that we're the prize, like you said, just because we have a vagina, because like I said, at the end of the day, y'all are pursuing us, and it's like we're actually competing because we're actually competing. So to be picked for the ultimate goal, which should be to be a wife, then you are, the man is the prize in general. It is.
So hold on. Let me say this too, right? Because I see what Latoya.Journer.77 on Instagram said. She said, if I'm the prize, then my man better be one too. And that made me think of, wake the head up, right? That made me think of, if your man isn't the prize, then that says a lot about you, doesn't it? Because why would you want to be with something that you don't view as rare, as valuable, as what you view yourself? Why wouldn't you want to be with something like that?
That is
Somebody
true,
hit the
but the
X
thing,
button.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead, Trillion. You said something real quick.
Yeah, I need to get some sound effects to counteract stuff when you say things I don't
No, you
like.
don't. No, you
But,
don't. No, you don't. Go ahead, Alexis. What you said? Oh, go ahead. Finish your
wait,
thought, Queen.
wait, I wasn't done.
All right.
I just wanted to say, like, because the prize was not created, like the term was not created for men. It was created for women. Period.
I hear you.
And then that doesn't mean that men are not amazing and
Just mute your mic,
admirable.
collectors. Mute your mic, King, until you talk. I hear you.
I just that adjective to describe someone who I would consider my husband, I wouldn't say he was the prize, because that's not how the term was originated. So it just doesn't identify with me to hear anyone say, yeah, man, I'm the prize as a man. And then for women to say it, it's just weird to me. It just doesn't resonate with me. Like I'm allergic, I think.
Come on, Shaquana gotta go. Let me say this to you. Come on, Shaquana gotta go. Listen, Trillion. I'm coming to you, Latoya. I see my guy, the collectors up here too. Here's the thing, right? You know how many things and phrases and saying and that women take from men, and it just applies because at the end of the day, it's just fear. It's just fear to say and identify yourself as a catch, to say that I'm worth the effort. If I mess up, don't think because you're the prize that. So true. Well, I'm not even gonna make it personal. So listen, man. Shout out to you guys. Trey, make sure you guys tap in with these badges, please. Drop a Cash App, please. Y'all know the vibe. Tap in with us. Cash App Broadway. Cash App I am Broadway on Cash App. Make sure you tap in. Drop a Cash App if you're enjoying the show on YouTube. Tap in if you're enjoying the show on Instagram, Clubhouse. Tap in with us, man. Facebook, tap in with us, man. Drop a Cash App. It's nothing. It costs nothing to show your support. Tap in. I appreciate the Cash App. Shout out to Tracy for the badges as well. Tap in with us. Collectors, what you got, King? Are you the prize or are you the penalty, beloved?
I'm the prize, but she got to be the prize too. I like what the sister dropped earlier. The sister was saying that I'm the prize and the brother is the prize too. Like, ain't no prize and no penalty. You can't match a prize with a penalty, in my opinion. It's my personal opinion. I want to say rest in peace to my big homie, RK. I'm out here right now for his visual.
Shout out, RIP.
That's why you hear all the noise in the background and whatnot. But I'm always tap in if I could tap in, way.
I appreciate that, beloved.
No matter where I'm at.
I appreciate that, beloved. I appreciate it.
We both got to be the prize because we both got to compliment each other, King. It's about teamwork out here. Once we start thinking, is the female or is the male? Nah. It's about 1 + 1 = 2, in my opinion.
Well, see, I want to remix that a little bit because Precious said earlier, and I like what she said because we was talking about is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? And Precious said, when you marry, 1 + 1 = 1. You know what I mean? Because it's a union, and you guys are coming together to be one. Not be
right.
two.
I respect. That's right. That's right. That's right what she's saying.
Yeah.
Because once we make 2, if we both put in, that means that's our unification.
It's one. Absolutely.
I agree with that. And I'm with that, and I promote that.
Exactly. Shout out to the real Precious. Tap in with her. Alexis.
How is that working for y'all?
Alexis, Trillion is stressing me out. Trillion, you hear me? I'm talking about you like you're not here. Listen, tap in with me. Let me get it from a few of the new giants. I see you guys tapping in the comment section on Instagram. I see you guys on Facebook as well. Tap in with me. We got Latoya up here. We got Sammy back for a good time, not a long time. D, tap in with me, King. I don't think you really had a chance to really give your commentary thus far tonight, King. I want to get it from you.
So I'm listening to everybody give their POV on what they feel about themselves, but what I thought the question was asking was like, are you in a position that you're gonna get with someone and leave them better than how you found them, which would create the prize atmosphere? Like, it would be great for somebody to get you. Some of us can get with somebody else that's next to us and not bring no value to them. Yeah, we the prize, but what do you bring into the union with this other person? And that's why I think it could be two prizes, but people need to keep it real too. If you feel like right now you're more toxic, i.e., toxic Trillion, and you feel like you don't feel like nobody being touching you and being around you because you're too sexy for your car, then just say that. But you can't be the prize then, because that means you're not bringing nothing to the damn table but all of that beauty for yourself. I know how you give it up.
All that beauty to yourself.
Oh, no.
So
I have enough respect for I said that earlier because I have enough respect for myself. If I need some space and I'm not in that place where I want to pay attention to a man's emotions, because at this point it's like being with a lesbian these days with these men, because they're too emotional. I need to take a step back. I need some time to just be by myself, because I can't deal with these men emotions and I'm the prize too and all of this. What the fuck? Like,
well, see, hold on, Trillion. You see, hold on, D. Just give me a second. And YouTube tap in with me. I got you, right? Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? It becomes, it high key becomes, why do a woman's emotions is a lot to deal with. So why is it that we have to deal with you guys' emotions, but when it comes for our shit, and this is what's being promoted out there, where we have to deal with you guys' emotions, but the shit that we go through, it's almost like, well, you a man, be strong, suck it up. That's a lie. I feel just like you feel. 9 out of 10. You know how women say, hey, listen, we're not stupid. You know we got a brain, and you tell us some shit that don't make sense, guess what? It don't make sense. So if we have feelings just like you guys have feelings, and there's things in matters of which we feel, shouldn't my feelings be your responsibility? Shouldn't my feelings be your responsibility? They say you got to say things 3 times sometimes in order for it to receive it, for people to receive it. Shouldn't my feelings be your responsibility? Because if it's not, then we're holding on to a tree while still trying to uphold our individuality, while still trying to grow with someone, and that's not possible. If you want a successful relation, what are we talking about here tonight? Are we I mean, seriously, what's the conversation we having here? Because there's so many people, hold on, Lala. There's so many people that move in the space of trying. This refers back to the previous question. Is the cost of marriage worth losing yourself? Yes, it is. It is. Newsflash, if 1 + 1 = 1, if I'm putting into the pot and we're living together and it's one rent, it's one household, we have one kid or some kids, but they're ours. How do we have individuality? Please tell me.
Can I go?
Sure. Instagram, hold on. Instagram, go to the YouTube channel, Broadway the Giant, and hit that like button, please and thank you. So you can put your comments there. Go to my YouTube so you can put your comments there, because I'm reading the comments from YouTube. Please and thank you so much. Tap in with me, La.
Okay. Let's use this hypothetical situation, right? Me and Broadway's in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I don't care about your feelings, because that's not the case if we're in a relationship. If we're in a deep, committed, like, I'm not going nowhere, you not going nowhere, like we in it to win it, right? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I respect your feelings, but I'm not responsible for your feelings. You know why? Because I can't control them.
Not
You
true.
can control your feelings, and vice versa. You aren't responsible for my Gemini feelings.
No,
You can't control that.
that's not true. I'm just gonna say that's not true. And I hardly give hard
How?
no's. I'm gonna tell you.
Tell me how,
I got
and
you,
then I'll
Queen.
shut the fuck up.
I got you. So shut the fuck up right now. I'm gonna tell you. Respectfully, disrespectfully, shut the fuck. Listen. So here's the thing, right? When you're in a relationship with someone, the things that they are going through, the highs and the lows, it's up to you to be supportive, right? It's up to you to be supportive of them. It's up to you to be responsible for them. Because if it's my job, my responsibility to protect and provide, right? Because what you said about chick Gemini feelings, that's the same, 6 and 1/2 dozen is the same shit. Because if it's my responsibility and you're a grown woman to make sure I provide, to make sure I protect, you're a grown ass woman, protect yourself. Aaron Mallory voice, Mr. Let Go voice, protect yourself. You know what I mean? Provide for yourself. And you were able to do that up until a certain point until you met me, Lala. Because now we're in a relationship. So now your feelings, your emotions, your safety is my responsibility at the end of the day. Imagine what do you think happens, YouTube, right? Giants on YouTube, Tarika, we got Tracy, we got everybody. Tap in with us, right? Leave it in the comments. I'm reading them. What do you think? We go out on a good night. We having a great night out. Me and you, Lala, right? That's your hypothetical. We together. We go out, we have a good night. God forbid something happens. I take you somewhere because I'm taking you out. Date night. Ow. And you don't make it home. And I have to tell your parents, hey, we was out, some shit happened. What you think your parents gonna think? It was my responsibility to occupy your safety. It's my responsibility how you feel as a result of what X happened. It's always so you're my responsibility up until the point. You ever heard of the phrase, well, I'm happy she remarried because now I ain't gotta pay that alimony. That's because legally, when you get married to somebody and there's a divorce and you're the only person that they married, there's alimony and all these other different things that's attached to it. So once the relationship is over and then she remarries, then traditionally, the new husband got to pay that, not the old husband, because the new husband take on the responsibility of the wife. Again, I don't know if I'm speaking in circles or if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but your question was.
You said you would shut the fuck up. You said
responsible?
you would shut the fuck up.
No, because you didn't prove the point.
Let's ask the comments though. Let's ask the comments. The comments are saying what? I want to read the comments. Tap in, just mute up for a second. We're gonna get it from the Giants. Alexis, are you still with us, Queen? I know we're going many peaks and valleys. We're gonna bring up the Giant eye boost. Let's see if this is not a troll. If this is a troll, I will get you out of here expeditiously. Tap in with me, Clubhouse. How you guys feel about the transaction between me and Lala? How you guys are feeling? Is the man the responsibility or not? Tap in with me. Oh, my bad, King. Hit the button. I'm going to bring you up. I thought you was a troll, King. Hit the button. I'm going to bring you back up. Tap in with me, guys. Take your time, but hurry up. 2K, what's happening with you?
Yeah. It's Allison.
All right, Allie. What up, though, Queen?
I feel like in a relationship, your partner is definitely responsible for any input and output regarding anything that happens, but it's kind of like Lala said, you're responsible, but to a certain extent. So it's how you receive it, but I'm not gonna put too much emphasis on that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. I honestly feel as though if you beg to differ, that's cool. Then be with somebody that's not good that they're not gonna be responsible for you. I mean this is just like cut and dry, like real shit, right? Like Tarika said, if you feel like you're losing yourself, why get married? When you get married, you are one. Okay. She also said, all the facts around your heart, lungs, and kidneys isn't good. Okay. I don't know if that was probably an earlier comment. Tap in with me, guys. How you feel?
I want to know like why is everybody like shooting from the hips like so like offended about this? The question is real simple. I think it's
Very
like,
simple.
are you I guess maybe there's another thing where men walking around saying they're the prize. I'm just talking about you being a valuable person, being the equivalent of what we're calling a prize, male or female. I'm just saying that I thought that's where you was going with the question.
It
And a
can go there
penalty is
too.
somebody that is just not good for business. Anything they get into, it takes away outside of putting in. It's nothing building. It's just tearing down. So that would be a penalty in my head. So that's the way I looked at the analogy of it. So again, I gave you my 80-20. I feel like I'm always at least minimum 80% of a prize in anybody's life that I go inside of, because I feel like if at bare minimum I'm bringing something to the table by way of being myself, bringing good energy and positive vibes. Sometimes that's all certain people need to get them going. It's just a good, a good jump start to their
Hey,
day.
listen,
Now, if you start
listen.
off,
At the end of the day,
Right, I hear you.
I
I
feel
boost,
bad.
I
You
boost,
know what
I
I'm saying?
boost. You hear me?
Especially at
Yeah, he tripping. No, I hear you, D, and I received that. And I received that. I boost, are you with me? I boost. Are you hear me? You hear me? All right, so listen, here's the question. Here's the question, King. Right? The question is, are you the prize or are you the penalty?
Hell yeah, I'm the prize and the penalty. But at the end of the day, it's about what you're
all
gonna
right,
go
He said
sacrifice
he's
for them.
both.
all right, all right.
Nah,
Look.
you sound like you off the goose or you
Yeah,
sound
give
like
him
you're a
He's
a
little too
drunk.
loose. Yeah, he
I
tripping.
wanted. Can I say something about
Go
what
ahead,
Damien
Tro. Yeah.
said? Because I like the way you put it in that context, and I know you didn't read my comment I wrote about y'all, so maybe I shouldn't read it either.
No,
But
I'm gonna read it. Trillion said I was trying to ignore it. Trillion said
but
Trillion said Broadway and Giant are the only men I want to see thrive. Everyone else are dusties and homosexuals. Hello? But no, listen.
yes, but I
Continue
was
on.
let me put that into context because I would never say my boyfriend's fiance and then husband was the prize because in context to how people are using it, it's for dusty men and bisexual men who are closeted and they want you to pay their phone bill, they want to rest in their femininity, they want to take on hobbies in a relationship, which is why they want you to have a job just in case their shit don't work out and they can't afford the rent that month, but they got you next month. This is the fucking prize, okay? These are the men calling themselves the prize. They need women financially so they can work on their fucking mixtape at 45. But men who are actually the prize, I mean, I wouldn't put it in context with that
This is nasty.
word. No, but it's the
Mr.
truth. That's
Broadway,
why I be
I
having a
can't.
it's the truth. That's why when I hear some people talk, I'm just like, if you supporting your man financially and you a sugar mama, just say that. Like I'm not opposed to it. I
I
wouldn't
can't
do
hold
it.
my tongue
But
on this one.
Hold on, go for it. Go for it.
yeah, that's pretty much
I can't hold my tongue. So, if anyone's following me and they're on here, y'all know I'm the one who's gonna say it and be unapologetic. So my thing is, just because men now are starting to realize their worth and starting to be a lot more vocal with what they want and what they won't tolerate does not mean that they're not the prize. For however long we've been telling ourselves that we're the prize, but meanwhile we're 5'2", 300 pounds, 3 kids with 3 different men, not working, living on government assistance, and not doing anything with ourselves. So, wait. I'm not talking about you though. But I'm just saying, we can't sit here and say that these men are gay or just because now they're realizing, okay, you need more than just a coochie. You need to bring some type of submission, cooperation. You need to be a partner. You need to know how to be a mom. You need to be nurturing. You
Hello?
can't just bring some dusty pair of leggings to their relationship. That's not enough anymore. So you
Hello?
can't sit here and say that these men are dusty because they want you to be a better woman. You can't just bring coochie to the relationship anymore.
I don't know who's bringing coochie to relationships anymore, but I
Hey,
think
hey, Trills, there's a lot of women out here that's just bringing coochie to the relationship, and they feel like that is enough. They feel like they coochie is, and that's what the clip said. She said, hey, a lot of women out here are moving around thinking that just because, well, loosely, because you got a vajayjay, that makes you the prize. And I agree with what Alexis is saying, right?
And another thing too, the thing about it is men are very much surprised because once you take the men out of the household, nothing else works. It all fails. There's not enough money that the government can give you that's going to make up for the man being gone. When the man is not gone, the children are misbehaved. You're angry because now you have to play man and woman, husband
Wake
and
that up.
wife, and now you're being played outside of your
hello.
natural role. So
Hello?
now that's where the
Hello?
I'm sorry, but yeah,
Nah, keep it
that's where
cooking.
the
Keep
angry
going.
black woman thing comes from because we think that our men don't have any value, but they do. We need our men in our household because I mean we can't do it
I'm
by
about,
ourselves. Like yes, people do it, but it's hard and nothing works.
Yeah,
I
we
love that
definitely need
perspective.
men, masculine ones, though.
hold on. All right. I had to take a walk.
Yes,
Hold on. I had
we
to
do
take a
need
walk.
masculine men.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm coming to you, honey love. Give me 1 second, all right?
Yes, we need masculine men,
Hold on.
but we're so
Just please
oh
hold
sorry.
on. Please hold on. Sometimes it's okay to let the silence just sit there for a moment. Because I don't hear enough women, respectfully to all women worldwide that's listening to us on all platforms, right? I don't hear enough women saying loud, not thinking that shit. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care about your thoughts. I need to hear it. I don't hear enough women saying and valuing men. I don't hear it enough. You know what I hear all the time? You guessed it. Cackling. We don't hear enough, or it's not promoted enough what Alexis just said. You know what we hear? We ain't shit. We ain't ever gonna be shit. Your mama, man. We hear all of that. We hear that more than we hear anything else. And I'm talking about young women, old women, middle-aged women. That's what men hear. And if we were subjected to believe that, then we will become that. I'm going to throw it to Honey Love on Clubhouse, but I just want to take a moment and applaud what Alexis just said. Tap in with us, Honey Love. YouTube, I see the comments. I'm getting to y'all right now. Tap in with me, Honey Love. Are you the prize or are you the penalty? I hear you, Queen.
I wasn't trying to speak, but I just coming in and listening to the conversation. For one, you did take that moment of pause, and thank you for that because I totally agree with you on men not getting that recognition or acknowledgement that they are needed. because men are absolutely needed just as much as women are absolutely needed. We both are needed. That's one. But I blame it on society. I blame it on the media, especially music, because what's being put out nowadays, it's nothing, it's all degrading, both sexes, honestly. But to go to the question, prize, what is it? Am I a prize or what?
Are you the prize or the penalty?
Okay. Um, I think everyone's answer should be the prize. But let me say this. I when I came in, it was someone was saying something about the men are the prize too, because women only think like, the women are the prize. But I believe that we are both prizes, men and women. That's one. But the Bible does say what? He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Sure.
So that's probably, huh?
Sure. No, I'm agreeing.
No, so that's probably why so many women have that mindset like, oh, I'm the prize, just because of that saying. Like, we we have been and we were praised and idolized. That's the bottom line. That's
As you
what,
should
and we've
be.
been right, and we was placed on that pedestal. We was placed on that pedestal, so therefore we're going to hold our ground. Now, we also should need to take responsibility and put our men on that pedestal as well.
So let me say this to you real quick, right? Because was that 2K? I'm sorry. Who was that?
Yeah.
I'm coming to you right now, 2K. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. Hit that like button on YouTube, please. If you haven't done so, hit that like button on YouTube, please. Thank you. What I was going to say was this real quick. A lot of times we tell half truths, right? Meaning we tell half the story and then we because that's the part that goes with what we say, right? Like when Cam goes, I'm a changed man. Look at the range, man. I got a whole new game plan, right? Like we failed to forget what came after that is she said that ain't nothing but game, Cam, right? When Malcolm X goes on to say, by any means necessary, people use that out of context to just be belligerent and go, rob, kill, and do whatever they want to do, but that's not the context in which she used it in, right? When the saying, jack of all trades, master of none, that's only impartial, right? There's another whole part to the saying that suggests being a jack of all trades is a good thing, right? But that's the part that goes with the narrative that they want to present. When Biggie goes, you look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy dick, right? When he says that, they leave out the whole other line that comes after it and why people act confused like they don't know why he said that. There was no pause about that because he said, I never felt that way in my life. That's what he says literally right after that. I'll come back to it though. So what I'm saying is yes, women are the prize, right? The Bible says, find a good thing when you find it for wife, right? The next thing though, and I'm gonna misquote that, excuse me, but the reason why that is because women, you guys have the ability to bring babies in the world. So yes, you guys should find it for wife, find it for good thing. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But
we can't do it without y'all still.
And that's where I was going to next with it. You can't do that without us. But men, as being men, right, we put that aside and we hold you guys and put you guys on a pedestal, but never in that equation of holding you guys up to a pedestal was that supposed to diminish us and make us less than and forget about us. But men, we do those type of things too, because at the end of the day, why wouldn't I want to put my wife before me? But only if my wife identifies me to be as special as I identify her. If I'm bigging her up, you better be doing the same thing about me because I don't have to do this. This is an accessory, not in this. You know what? Go ahead, tap in. I see you guys want to tap in. I'm reading comments. Go ahead.
Yeah, you could say Broadway. This is. I'm happy that this conversation went and is going in this way because people really need to look a little deeper into why they're even connecting with people. If you cannot connect with somebody without all the emotions and see a vision to leave them better than you
came.
found them, then people should not be being with each other. Like, and let's just take sex and all that, take money, take all that off the table. Like, you just don't have the capacity to treat the other opposite sex appropriate in a way where you can see you building together before any of the other physical attraction, all that shit, then you barking up the wrong tree. And I feel like that's where we went wrong in our younger life. And I'm just going to speak for everybody because I realized people in their 20s, we don't know no better. Like 30s, you start to figure some shit out. 40s, now you like, all right,
Now you know.
And I'm in that era now where I know now. I cannot cop out like, yeah, I was just being a man. It ain't just being a man. It's being immature. And that's with not
That's accountability.
What you know.
That's accountability he just talked about. He said it's not just about being a man, that's about being immature. So many times we fall on the laurels of, I was a kid. Now you was an irresponsible kid. And y'all know my favorite thing to say. So I'm gonna say it because I know you thinking it. You was immature because who taught you how to love? Who taught you how to love? You know what? My new thing is acknowledging who taught you how to love. When I see misbehavior, when I see people treat people bad, the first thing I think is who taught you how to love? And the first thing I think of is your parents. And then I do a deep dive and see who the fuck are your parents. And there's a lot of my boys that I know, and they be moving out here crazy, but then when I get around their family and we be kicking it, I be like, oh, that's why y'all niggas move like that. And I haven't had the best upbringing, but nigga went to therapy. Shit, nigga in therapy. I'm in anger management. I'm in it all. The fuck, give it to me. You got a class? Give it to me. I'm going to it. Because again, as an adult, going back to what D said about the accountability part, I see these comments, I'm coming to them. Going back to the D and the accountability part, no, my parents didn't raise me the best. They used to say shit, do shit. The elders, somebody else woke it up and had said parents be keeping kids in adult business. And yeah, that happened. So me being an adult, us being adults, it's up to us to do the work and stand in front of the hard work. Put yourself in therapy. Put yourself in anger management. Go for a checkup. Because go get your teeth cleaned. Go get your body checked. Because our parents, the people that was deemed the responsible ones that was supposed to teach us how to love, they didn't teach us how to love the appropriate way. So we went ahead in life and we started to mistreat people, misuse people, and not be useful. So as a ramification of that, we start putting ourselves in harm's way. So yes, going back to the topic of discussion, there has been a part of me, Broadway, that has been the penalty and not the prize. But now, like I said, I'm working on me because I know my parents didn't do the right thing. These niggas, and I'm not just talking about my parents, I'm talking about my guardians. There was dysfunction. The people that taught them how to love, same difference. So we got to be the change that we want to see. We got to be the one that break the chain. Please hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. We tapping in. The question is, are you the prize or are you the penalty? I'm going to yield my mic to these comments respectfully. I see they going in, and I just want to read some of them. So excuse me for 1 second. Trey said, one shouldn't wait for the other. Wait, one shouldn't wait for the other too big. Excuse me. Okay. One shouldn't wait for the other to big each other up. If that's your style of love, then so it be. Mine's might be action or cards, all about the love language. I get that. Excuse me. It's a little small. I'm a little hype. Yeah, man. These comments is real. Let me see what Facebook is offering us. If you don't recognize yourself anymore in marriage and you don't feel like you have a say in a decision, then no, it's not worth it. Yeah, absolutely. YouTube, hit those comment sections so I can read your comments. I'll pull it up there, pin it up there. Anybody final thoughts? Alexis. What's your final thoughts,
Yes, I
Queen?
do have some final thoughts actually,
Thank
and
you,
just some
Queen.
advice for women.
Hold on, Queen. You breaking up a little bit. Say that
Oh,
again.
so I think it's breaking up. Oh, can you hear me? It was breaking up.
Yep, I got you loud and clear.
Okay, so what I wanted to say, especially after speaking with Ms. Lala and Shurian, I wanted to say, and then you just mentioned breaking chains because we did grow up hearing that we're the prize, like as far as women, even though we've made poor decisions, we haven't been disciplined, and we haven't even loved ourselves to watch what we put in our bodies, or we haven't loved ourselves to even watch who we let in our bodies. One thing I do want to say, especially because some of the comments about our men kind of upset me a little. We have to actually just be women again. Like we have to be vulnerable and just be okay with telling our men, like, look, I need you. I can't do it by myself. You know, I can't protect myself. Like I just need you. Like we have to get back to that point because we can't keep being the strong, independent woman and then expect our men to be men. Just going off of what Trillian said.
Wow.
And we make it seem like being vulnerable is not a good thing, but in actuality, it really is. I don't think for one bit that our men are just out to get us or are going to hurt us if we're vulnerable. I think that we just have to be honest and say, like, look, I need you. I can't do it by myself. I need you to do this. I'm falling short here, and this is not for me. I'm the weaker of the two for a reason, and I need you. And it's just when we hear the words and when you say I need you, it's like a form of weakness. But that's okay because we are the weaker of the two for a reason. So that's all I wanted to say. And then I just wish that we held our men to a higher, not a higher standard, but we valued them more because like I always tell all of my friends and what I always say on my page, like there's not enough money that the government can give me to take the men out the household. I just know how important that y'all are. And then in return, we have to value ourselves. We have to value our women. We have to value just us in general so that we can be more of a prize to our men because I don't even blame our men for thinking that we're not the prize right now. I can't even blame y'all for that.
Thank you for that accountability, Queen.
Can I say something?
Just hold on. Just let it breathe for a
Because I
moment.
didn't hear anything she said until she said my name, and then because I wasn't.
Okay. Sometimes when they say something, I just like to let it breathe because they be saying things, and sometimes I don't want to just be fast to respond. I believe that sometimes if we don't pour into each other, men and women alike, if women don't start appreciating men, if men don't honor, respect, and uphold women, their rights, everything that's going on in this world with them, then we're going to have some nasty, ugly women out here. And I don't fault them for that. We as men got to do a better job at acknowledging, and I said this when we did the Roe versus Wade screen. We as men got to do a better job at holding the line because the women are going to multiply and do what they supposed to do. So we as men got to rise to the occasion, hold the line, and let the women do what they supposed to do. We are naturally stronger than them. And they naturally do things way better than us, a lot. And again, just because I'm holding you up and honoring you and respecting you and making you my responsibility doesn't mean that I'm not yours. Tap in with me, Trills.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to anything she was saying, and then I heard my name, so I started paying attention. So I don't know I just don't know what that was about. But I do agree with everything she said after I heard my name. I just will never put men being the prize as a thing based off what I had said earlier, because the narrative that it's portraying is that we're paying their T-Mobile bills and holding them down when they get out of jail. So if we're doing it in context to what Damien is saying, that's fine. But I love men. I like to get head from a man. I like penis. So I want a man in my life that makes sense. But yeah, I don't
So,
know what she was saying before.
so here's another side to it too, right? To wake up. The type of men that you're referring to, Trillion, is a very slim, very micro. It's so small of a men like that out the whole population, right? That to form an opinion based off of very few examples isn't fair. And I'm not saying it's not fair to the world. I'm saying it's not fair in the context of how we perceive things. Because I always give this analogy, right? And I'm going to try to be quick because I know this is final thoughts and I want to go around with Up Memphis, right? If there was a kid, he used to always come around the block, right? He grew up around the block, right? He grew up, he grew away, he went away. We haven't seen him in 20 years, right? He comes around the block, he has a tuxedo, pulls up in a limousine. Boy, sharp, he look good. Everybody like, oh my God, yo, King, what's happening with you? Oh my God, you been, yo, what's up? How you? Everybody, I'm talking about the 4 blocks to the right, 4 blocks to the left, forward and behind. Everybody just came to see this kid because everybody loved him, but they haven't seen him in like forever. Nobody haven't seen this guy in forever. So he relished in the praise, the honor. They come around him, they hug him, they bring him gifts, everything, bread, everything, right? What happens is this. The next day come around. Still whole lot of love, but one of the throw it back, left, right. Now it's only 3 groups. The next day come around. Now it's only 2 groups. The next day, so forth and so on. But he still got on the same tux in the same limousine, parked on the same block, but the praise ain't the same no more like it used to. Because he's been there for way too long. He outstayed his welcome. Y'all see where I'm going to with this? Or should I write it down and make it plain? Okay, I'll oblige. What I'm saying is this. A lot of times we come into situations and we think we are the thing, right? We're used to being praised. We want to be honored. We want to be these things. But after a certain amount of time, that wears off. And then you become a plain Jane. The person that once had it all, the woman that once looked the baddest. Oh my God. When she walked, the earth shattered. But she no longer is that same person once she gets 50, 60, 70. Her pickings become less, fewer and fewer. So what we got to see and realize is that what is now won't forever be. And that's the jewel that I wanted to drop, because if we only have a slim picking of identifying men to be this, and that's how we see things, you got to change your perception. If we change our perception, we'll change the world, or at least our world as we see it. I've taken up too much time. I want to get it. Few last minute thoughts. Allison, tap in with me, please. Last minute thoughts. Last final thoughts. Tap in, please. Next time, clear your throat and all that other stuff before you come off mic. The fuck is happening? Yo, Allison gonna kill me.
I'm not gonna this man.
Go ahead, Allie. Really, you know I love Allie. It was her birthday. We gave her way too much love this past week. I gotta pull her leg a little bit. I'm sorry. We love you, Allie. Go ahead, Queen.
Yeah, I think that we just need to learn to value each other. I think both men and women are the prize, and iron sharpens iron. Somebody got to match my fly. So, you know what I'm saying? We just have to balance each other out. So, that being said, I just feel like you gotta find the lid to your pot, and that's it.
Yeah. Find a lid to your pot.
Into your pie. I hate when I can't find the right size lid and it falls in or the steam is coming up.
Really, D? Oh
I
God.
hate that. I know
And then
that
what you
feeling.
do? You go get a plate and put it over the pot, huh? That's
I
what
just get a
grandma
piece
used to
of
do.
aluminum foil and throw it. I put
And
an
that's
aluminum
why
foil
y'all
over the top and I
single.
throw another top on top of it and it works out fine. But anyway,
Oh
let's stay
God.
on. Let's stay on.
Oh God. Listen,
Damn, I had
please,
something
please
good. So
make
I had a
sure,
good find.
you hit that like button on YouTube. Final thoughts, DD. Final thoughts. That's what we on. Tap in with me.
So yeah. Final thoughts. I just believe that you're right. The cost of marriage is worth losing yourself when you don't have to change yourself, and the person knows you from who you are because you wasn't faking at the beginning, and they rock with that. I think a lot of people need to wake that up and just stop trying to lovey-dovey people at the beginning and do all of this stuff that they don't normally do just to try to get the person. Just be who you are, and they love you for that. Then you can take it up a next level and it should grow from there. But if you start off hot and you go low, then people gonna leave you alone afterwards. Like you said, you're gonna run out. You're gonna run your course early.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's part of the problem and the solution. And you can take it from me, take it, and don't take it from me. But I'm gonna do what I need to do. You do what you need to do, and I'm done.
Tap in with me. I want to get you these final thoughts in the comment section on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, the same. Broadway the Giant on Facebook, Broadway the Giant on Facebook, Facebook.com/Broadway the Giant. Tap in with us. Final thoughts, Clubhouse, what you got? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Yes, Trillion. I definitely agree with D. I also want to add, have realistic expectations and boundaries. You'll never be too short of pickings when you have both and you love yourself, because somebody's just going to look at you and want to uphold and do better for you and do more for you because you're you, and they know that's going to make that better for them, and vice versa, if we want to put it that. I still am not calling no man the prize. Thank
All right, cool. I hear you, Trill. I hear you, Queen. I hear you, Queen. We'll get it together. We're gonna have. I'm gonna give Trillion some coaching lessons 1-on-1, and we're gonna figure it out. Love you, Trills. Final thoughts. How you guys enjoyed the conversation? Instagram, Clubhouse, I need the same. Please hit that like button if you're viewing us on and watching us on YouTube. Please, let's get us to 20 likes before we get out of here. Thank you. Who we got? Radio. We got Honey Love. We got Tarika. We got everybody in here, man. I see you guys. Tap in with us. Final thoughts. All right, cool.
I'm just now walking in, so I don't really know what the final thoughts. I'm just listening, my brother.
Nah, that's fine. I appreciate you, King. Your presence is the present. You see how I honored that, man? See how I honored them? Take a page out my book. Absolutely, King. Listen, man. Live on Broadway podcast. I appreciate. Shout out to Alexis for being up here with me this evening on Instagram. I appreciate you, Queen. You've been nothing short of great. Shout out to the Giants watching us on YouTube. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Big vibes on this side when we go live and we do these streams. More content. DM me, IM_Broadway on Instagram if you guys want to tap in and let me know how you guys are enjoying the content that we're producing on the page, Broadway the Giant. Feel free to also email us. Email us at info@liveonbroadwaypodcast.com. If you guys got questions, situations, you guys want to type in and give us a situation. We don't use people's names because often, a lot of times, these topics come by way of people that be in here, somebody in here right now that came up with this topic, right? And for whatever reason or another, we like to respect people's anonymity and just put out the question and see how people respond to it, right? That's what the platform is based off of and based around, right? It's based off of relationship topics, and I always want to get it from you guys. Shout out to Alexis again. Shout out to Jay, her people. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Tarika. Shout out to Precious. Everybody tapping in far and wide. Shout out to my guy DWI, Lala. Benny just tapped in. AB, what up to you, Queen Trillion? You know it's big vibes, energy, honey, love. That's home team vibes. What's happening with it? Shout out to Allison again, Queen. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you nothing but love and many, many more. Shout out to today, even shout out to my haters. Hey Molly, what up to you? We'll wake that up later. You know, tonight's been good, tonight's been real, and you guys helped promote that. So for that, I'm forever indebted. Big vibes, big energy. Y'all know my vibes, man. Yeah, make sure, you know the vibe. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the channel. Live on Broadway podcast, episode out now. You heard it first. We outside with it. We out of here, Giants. Live on Broadway podcast. And we leave like we came.